It is Sunday night here in West Virginia as we're at the Larry King Law's Langley Speedway for the season finale of the Slingshot Racing League Street Stocks here on the OVERDRIVE Automotive Media YouTube channel. My name is Cam Gillens, and as always, we have my good buddy Jacob Nickerson along for the ride for us. How's it going, Jacob?
It's going pretty good, man. I'm ready to see some short track action here at Langley. I mean, this track is basically a circle pretty nigh well, so it's going to be a lot of turning, and we have some interesting things in the books that will make turning a lot more difficult in this place. So,
Good. You want to go ahead and tell us about what you got planned up for the drivers tonight, Jacob?
oh, for the drivers tonight, they're in for a treat. These things got taking the restrictor plate off. It's making 110% more horsepower, or 10% more horsepower at 110%. And also we're taking 100 pounds out of the car, and also with less fuel there's another 50 pounds out of the rear end, so it's going to be quite spicy.
Yeah, as I know when I was testing this yesterday before all these drivers came in, it was like you said, spicy, a whole lot of fun. I was like, based on the times I've seen tonight during practice, I don't think I would have made it in the top 10, so it's gonna be interesting on how these guys go. And like I said, I was like, tires is gonna be a premium. You were saying that we have 2 sets for the drivers besides what they're starting the race on.
Yeah, there's gonna be 2 sets over the wall. I splurged some for the end of the season, and got some extra tires for the teams here, so it's gonna be you're gonna be roasting those rear tires a little bit with the extra power and a whole lot of turning.
With that, I think we could go into the final points going into the final race tonight.
But get the old glasses out so I can read. So in first place, your championship winner, because there's no mathematical way of passing him in today's race for the last race of the season, is going to be the number 88 of James Danforth. Congratulations to him for winning the Street Stock Championship a race early. Right behind him, not right behind him, but behind him is going to be the number 7 of Paul Hahn of 177 points. Behind him is going to be number 60 of Steve Vest with 167, so only a 10-point difference. And then you got the 70 of Aaron Smith in 4th, the 69 of Larry Pulling in 5th, the 52 of Johnny Rapp in 6th, the 42 of Paul Thomas in 7th, the 56 of Jacob Phillips in 8th, Jimmy Moore in the 12 in 9th, and 10th place is the 1 of Nathan Gentry, and right behind him in the 11th place is going to be the number 53 of Chris French.
Alright. So yeah, it's like James has already wrapped this puppy up, but as like these drivers are gonna fight every tooth and nail for the remaining positions behind them. Let's see our stories that are going into tonight there, Jacob.
For stories here, it's going to be a very interesting race to watch here for our viewers tonight. Right now, for the stories, you got more power under the hood. She's going to have about 40 extra horsepower under there. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it'll get you going, you know what I mean? And with less weight in the rear, and the more power, and less weight of the car overall, and the fact that this track is quite flat as well, you are going to be cooking them rear tires, so you better watch out for that. You don't want to get into any more drifting around here. This ain't Formula Drift, this is street stock short track racing, so you want to keep those rear tires as cool as possible before you burn them up, or if you do, you want to hope for a caution so you can put a fresh set of new ones on there, and hopefully don't burn those up. But again there, I'm trying to remember what we made the other sort of the race, other than the fact that the championship is determined, but you can have a little bit of jumbling around the points here because Paul Hahn's not making it here tonight, so Steve S is going to jump up to at least 2nd place, or at most 2nd place, and you're going to have a lot more tight battles here for the mid-pack, and we're going to be able to see how everybody falls into place.
That's going to be interesting as our qualifying is about ready to wrap up, and about getting ready to head into tonight's first heat race. Sounds like we are going to have 2 heat races tonight.
Plausibly. I'm going to know in about 3 seconds here. I can't remember if I said it to 9 drivers or 8 drivers going to split it. Drum roll, please. It's going to be 1 heat today.
1 heat.
Yeah, 9 drivers was the max.
Okay.
And one of those non-drivers, Alex Dugas, is having a bit of issues getting his car going. I've seen him leave the track, come back, leave the track again. So let's see if he's able to start the heat race here.
All right, so it looks like we're getting these drivers ready for tonight's heat race. So we're gonna go down trackside and take a gander at them as they're getting gridded up.
Everybody's getting themselves into the correct positions here.
All right, well, it looks like we're about ready, so we'll go through the starting grid for tonight's heat race.
There you go for your starting grid for tonight's heat race. On the pole position, getting the fastest lap in the one-lap qualifier is going to be number 56 of Jacob Phillips. Right next to him is going to be your champion, the number 88 of James Danforth. And then in the second row is going to be the number 52 of Johnny Rapp. And right next to him is going to be the rusty banana of the number 60 of Steve Vest. And then right behind him in row 3 is going to be the number 42 of Paul Thomas. And right next to him, newcomer to the series, coming in for the last race of the series here, got his rigged up, good to go, is going to be the number 23 of Chase D'Entremont. And then in the fourth row is going to be the number 69 of Larry Poling and the number 1 of Nathan Gentry right next to him. And with car troubles is the number 91 of Alex Dugas, but he's not going to be able to get his car running for the heat race at least. He might be able to get her going here for the future. We'll have to see if he is willing to get under the hood that much.
All right,
We're
it's going to be
a
interesting.
pretty stacked field of 8 drivers, so
It's going to be very, very close based on practice times. To see if anyone's going to have anything for that 56 of Jacob Phillips. I know he was pretty excited for tonight's race, so we're going to see if our champion can keep a toe with him and see if they go head-to-head, or is someone like Johnny Rapp also might be able to get. So as we are green, it looks like the 56 of Jacob Phillips gets to jump, followed by the 52 of Johnny Rapp. He's keeping in tow of our champion, James Danforth, as we're side by side behind him as we're coming to the first lap.
there you go. And coming into the second lap here, you have Jacob Phillips still leading the thing, as though James Danforth is trying to find his way around the number 52 of Johnny Rapp here. Throughout the pack, you do have a little bit of single file action. Number 23 is a bit woed up on the start here. I don't know if he was expecting, he might spun the tires or what, I'm not entirely sure, but leading your second lap is going to be number 56 of Jacob Phillips.
So we go on single file. Johnny Rapp is taken over second, and third is James Danforth, followed by 42 of Paul Thomas, and heading that little pack up front is the 60 of Steve Vest.
And you got battle and a half for the rear of the pack as Johnny Rapp goes up the track as well. See, Johnny Rapp having a lot of issues getting slammed up into the wall, a little bit slow on entry, and he's going to be 3 wide almost, trying to get himself back up together again. See, and Larry's around! Larry ended up spinning the wheels there, and the caution is out.
We're going to go back and take a gander and see what happened to Larry there.
See, I think he got a bit spooked by the Johnny Rapp there. He did make contact with the 23, but the car's all good. But coming out of the corner, he may have just been a bit too high on the gas with that extra horsepower and just spun around a little bit.
So
I'm
all
just
that
checking for any black flag possibilities, but they're looking like everybody's going to be clean. That was a very interesting start of the race here. We did have a lot of cars banging up the wall there to just coming out of the corners there. That outside wall will grab you quite hard. So
as you saw it there with Larry spinning, this track is going to be very, very slick tonight. With
yeah.
Extra power and less weight, it's just going to make that rear end float a little bit. And if you're not on top of driving it or too much braking, it's just going to kick that rear end a little bit loose and around you go.
And also with the track being 98 degrees on the pavement here, it is quite slippery as well. It will get cooler as the day goes on, but right now, she's going to be a bit roasted. Could probably cook an egg on that thing.
Mhm.
So you do keep in mind for the heat races here, heat laps I shouldn't count.
Yeah, it looks like they're not. It's just we're
Yeah,
staying
good.
tow right at
Yeah,
50% already. Yep.
as a pace light truck. What? The lights on the pace truck are off, and he's ready to peel down pit road as we unleash these drivers once again. So you have the 2 white cars with a lot of tire marks on the side of them getting ready to go. Jacob Phillips with plenty of off sim time didn't wash those tire marks off. He's keeping them on there as the green flag is out when James Danforth tries to hold on to the inside lane, but Jacob Phillips just gets too much of a run out the corner. Johnny Rapp way up the track as well. I don't know what he has having any issues, but he is side by side the number 23 here.
He's kept up in that top line, almost getting up into the marbles. As we're going 3 wide right there. Between him, Chase, and Nathan. Looks like they're going to figure that out as Johnny Rapp is still kept on the high side.
He is kept on the high side, just keeps slamming that wall, trying to get a little bit of oomph out of it, but so he's going to get driven around by the number 23 of Chase d'Entremont, as Johnny Rapp's going to see if he can recover for a halfway decent finishing position here on the heat race. And I believe we are coming down to lap 8 with 3 to go. Your leader right now. Is my scoring telling me correctly? The leader right now is Paul Thomas?
Yes, yes it is.
Hot diggity darn!
Oh,
We're coming down to 2 laps to go here, but you have a train and a half of the 3 white cars making their way through the field here. Number 56 of Jacob Phillips as part of this train here, bringing them around the track, and they've just made quick work of Steve Vest as they're starting to hunt down Paul Thomas.
Looks like Paul's is commanding the lead as we're going into the turn 3, coming out of turn 4. It looks like Paul is going to go ahead and take the heat win.
Really gets tapped by the 88. It is Calamity going across the line.
So our timing scores trying to catch up a little bit. It looks like maybe the 88 of James Danforth clipped Jacob Phillips as he's spinning across the line there. So we're going to go ahead and take a gander at the results for that heat race there.
There you go. You got a bit of a jumbled result compared to how we started off this race. And finishing off strong with this heat race win is number 42 of Paul Thomas. Keep in mind, he only came in the second half of the season. He's already making a name for himself. And then it's the 88 of James Danforth in second place, followed by the number 56 of Jacob Phillips in third place. And then the number 1 of Nathan Gentry in fourth. It's the 60 of Steve Vest in fifth. The number 23 of Chase d'Entremont in sixth. And in 7th place is the 52 of Johnny Rapp. 8th place is the 69 of Larry Pulling. And in 9th place is the 91 of Alex Dugas, who I don't think is going to make an attempt to get back on track here. He's put the thing on the trailer. He's going to get some ice cream.
All right. Well, that was a little bit of a crazy heat race there. It's about what you're kind of expected there, Jacob?
Not to that degree. I was expecting some beating and bagging happening and a little bit of chaos here and there, but having 2 different wrecks happen, and so I was expecting the outside wall to be in a factor as well. I forgot to mention that in the pre-race here, but say it's going to be very interesting to see if this carries on in the future race, because caution laps will count this time, so there is more of a damage to it. And I've also been called over on the radio. The number 56 of Jacob Phillips is requesting an EOL for the feature race here. So he's going to be starting in the rear of the pack, see if he can drive through everybody.
That's going to be very, very interesting. I don't know if we've said how many laps that we got tonight's feature.
We have 75 laps for tonight's feature. And
75
also,
laps.
I'm informed this is the first time Paul Thomas has won in the Sunday Night Street Stock Series. And so I'm going to see if I can get him into the Discord and see if we can get himself an interview. After making that page over the track side, we have seen the 91 back into the track. He just finished his ice cream. The car is ready to go from the looks of it. We're just waiting on to see if Paul Thomas will accept our interview request or not. He has indeed. So coming into the booth now is going to be your race winner, Paul Thomas, the number 42. Paul Thomas, it's Jacob in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Jacob. What's going on?
It's going pretty good up here. I can imagine it's going pretty good down there on track as well. You got yourself your first heat race of the season. First win of the series, I believe.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I wasn't expecting that.
So there you go. I mean, just some grit, grind, and elbow grease got yourself the win here tonight. So hopefully you can transfer that into the feature. You're going to be starting on pole for the feature race. So we'll see if you can make anything up of that.
Yeah, I sure hope so. I mean, there's only 9 cars out there, but on this small track, it's going to be pretty crowded. So,
oh yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Say, do you have anything you want to reveal? Anything up your sleeve? I know a magician never tells the secrets, but do you have any tricks to get around this place, or?
Well, I was watching Jacob Phillips earlier, and I saw what he was doing, so I just tried to copy it. And basically, it was keeping my car below the yellow line on those turns. And if you can do that, you can go faster. So,
get the car off-centered a little bit, off-banking, and then you're gone.
I guess you get a little bit more grip down there. So anyway, I was pretty happy with it, and I don't know what to expect in the main, but we'll find out.
Yes, 75 long laps, quite short laps realistically, but 75 long laps to get around this place. So hopefully you can keep that pole position and get yourself a win here tonight.
That would be nice, but I'm kind of doubtful. But you never know.
Well, we're going to let you go here as this feature race is about ready to get going again in about 20 seconds here. But again, congratulations on your heat win, and hopefully we can see you back here later on today.
Okay, thanks, Jacob.
You're welcome. And that was your heat race winner, number 42 of Paul Thomas. This is a very special moment, him getting his first win of the series. The entirety of that we've ran Sundays here, so say it's always fun when you see veterans get their comeuppance, if you know what I mean.
Looks like we're got a few seconds left in the warm-up to get all these drivers' jitters out.
We're just waiting for the sun to go down a little bit more as we're getting ready to grid up for the feature race here. Track temp has gone down to, it doesn't say yet. There you go. Track temp has gone down to 94 degrees, so nice and cool out there. And
Right, we'll wait for a couple more drivers, and then we'll head that down to the grid. It looks like we're waiting, and there we go. So we'll go down to the grid, and we can go ahead and start our starting lineup for tonight's feature. Take her away there, Jacob.
The highlight of the day. And ladies and gentlemen, starting on the pole positions in this tonight's race for the series finale is going to be the number 42 of Paul Thomas. Right next to him is going to be the number 88 of James Danforth. And in the second row, you have the number 56, although he did request an EOL for the start of the feature race. It is the number 56 of Jacob Phillips. And in fourth place position on the outside is going to be the number 1 of Nathan Gentry. And in fifth place position on the third row is going to be number 60. That is 60 of Steve Vest. And in sixth place position on the outside once again is going to be the number 23 of Chase D'Entremont. And then in the seventh place position on the fourth row is going to be number 5252 of Johnny Rapp. Right next to him is going to be the number 69 of Larry Pauling. And then not being able to start the heat race, but he's got his car going here for the feature, is going to be the number 91 of Alex Dugas. Starting in ninth place. The green flag is in, and we're on our way to go.
Paul Thomas gets the jump, but it looks like it is a hornet's nest as 60 of Steve Vest comes out in second, and then Looks like Johnny Rapp has brought himself up to third, getting underneath 88 James Danforth.
Man, I'm lightheaded. There's too many cars on track. Yeah, looking here for a battle for third place position as James Danforth is trying to find his way around Johnny Rapp, and if James finds his way around him, he's got a train and a half on the outside as he gets shuffled back down to pretty nigh about last. So, if I'm Johnny Rapp right now, I'm holding on to the inside line like it's my dear child. So another battle here for some positions. Number Jacob Phillips against the number 91 of Alex Dugas. These two were quite close in practice times. Oh, around goes Danforth. Into the front end of Jacob Phillips here.
We'll go back and see what happened on that one. Looks like... Oh, he clipped the apron. Yep, that transition onto the apron, onto the concrete. And it's got him loose, and he overcorrected back into traffic, and he goes right into the 56 of Jacob Phillips.
Say luckily for Danforth, he's already got the championship. He can start cruising for the day. So I do see some major front end damage on the number 52 of Jacob Phillips here, or 56, sorry, of Jacob Phillips here. As he comes in and takes his fast repair early, that is something you never really want to do, but when it needs to happen, it needs to happen.
So it looks like the 88 of Danforth also has got. That's looking like a proper dirt car now with a little bit more extra caster or a camber and maybe a little bit toe work going on with there. But if that's our current lineup is the 42 of Paul Thomas leading, followed by the 60 of Steve Vest. In third is the 52 of Johnny Rapp. In fourth, the 1 of Nathan Gentry. And round out our top 5 is the 91 of Alex Dugas that came from shotgun field all the way up to 5th already.
There you go. He's making quick work of this field here. He's going to see if he can get an even better finishing position. So he's still got a long road ahead of us.
Yeah, this is like we're still got, was it 65? Well, hold on, try to think. 68 laps.
I can't help you with math there, so 68 laps. That is in between two funny numbers. You could have said that a lap later. Or a lap earlier.
A lap earlier. At least it's not 6-7. So you were technically right. The lap earlier, a lap later. Either way, they're funny numbers.
Sniped the funny numbers. Either way, the pace truck is off the track, and we're green flagged out, and Paul Thomas gets a major jump on the field once again. So you can see if anybody can actually end up catching up that green mean 42 machine. Came up with that old spot, fun fact. As Steve Vest is getting caught out on the outside. He's going to be able to get freight train to the rear possibly, but he's going to be able to hold on for now. But Nathan Gentry is making a move on the inside of Steve Vest here. You got Chase DeAngelo also making a move on Alex Dugas here for 5th place. Oh, 3 wide for the 5th place between Jacob Phillips, Chase DeAngelo, and Alex Dugas. Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh. See, Larry Pauling gotten into that wreck as well.
Go back and take a look at it.
A little bit of contact between the two cars. Jacob Phillips does make the dive in for the inside in the 3 wide position.
We're gonna see if I can get a better look at that.
Oh,
all right, there we go.
There.
Maybe go try a blimp. Alright, let's go. So I think it's this next corner as he shoots it to get 3 wide.
See, Alex Dugas does get clear of him. You see with the extra horsepower, the 23 just spins his tires on the coming out of the corner there on the outside with the less rubber up there, and at the same time Phillips comes up and gets collected. I'm going to call that one a racing incident, but either way, just some tight, hard racing here at Langley Speedway.
Unfortunate for Phillips because he used his fast repair on that first one, so he's going to go tonight. Rest with what he's got.
Gonna see what we can make of it. It is a short track, so you're not gonna have to worry about too much aero, but you gotta worry about that steering and camber and all that stuff. As we are looking at our top 5, has not changed much. You still have the mean green 42 machine of Paul Thomas in first place. Right behind him is number 52 of Jacob Phillips. Another green, nope, 52 of Johnny Rapp. I can't speak. Another green machine. You got green front rows right here. They say it's bad luck, but I disagree. And then your rest of the top 5 is gonna be the number 1 of Nathan Gentry, the number 60 of Steve Vest, and the number 23 of Chase DeOnchmai. After getting involved in that wreck, he's able to get up in the first. Well, okay, the Tucker's having a hard old time. It's actually Alex Dugas. There we go. As the pace truck is off and Paul Thomas is out once again. Paul Thomas putting a massive lead right now as they're side by side for second place as Nathan Gentry makes quick work of Johnny Rapp here. He's going to try hunting down that back bumper, number 42. So here's a hornet's nest behind him as well.
Yeah, it looks like the 91 of Alex Dugas is fighting on the inside of the 60 of Steve Vest for 5th. It looks like he's going to get that as Steve is caught on the outside. Almost put the squeeze on the Danforth there. But he's going to still try to get on the inside as the Hornet's Nest continues behind them.
Okay, you're talking about a Hornet's Nest. That 88 is slideaways, I tell you. This was something that I brought up earlier in the announcement for the race here, where with this horsepower on this track, you are going to be slideaways. As Steve S does get caught out on the outside, but James Danforth is loose. They were 3 wide momentarily, but James Danforth is not going to be able to pick up speed once again as he tries to recover from a spin. That's going to put him side by side with Steve Vest. Steve Vest has seen some action today. Both passing in, also getting stuck on the outside. That man has tried to fight for every lap he can fight for.
Yeah, even with all that.
Here, Nathan. I'm sorry.
As I say, yeah, Nathan, his fall is up right back on the back bumper. Paul Thomas there for a lead. It looks like that studying that Paul did with the 56 of Phillips there has definitely helped him as he's continued leading this race. And the number 1 behind him is trying to figure out any way to get back to his back bumper.
Say, he's going to see if he can pull off a legendary 35 performance at Hickory, but that's as being in this position before, I can tell you right now, his nerves have to be shot. He's trying to think, I gotta make 0 mistakes here, and once you start thinking that, you start making mistakes, and as the top 3 start crowding up next to him, he's gonna just try to hit every mark he can. So I can imagine he is shaking in his boots up there, but I believe in him. He can still get himself a win here. As Nathan Gentry is going to make an attempt at it, but it's not going to be able to make it stick so far. But maybe on this corner exit, it's going to get on the alongside of him. It is alongside for first place position as number 1 and 42 battle it out. As number 1 drifts up the track a little bit. That drifts the 42 up the track a little bit, and Johnny Rapp is licking his chops, ready to go. As Paul Thomas does make a 1.5 to try to get his first place back, but it's not going to quite work right yet. As you do have 2 extra players coming into the fray now, of Alex Dugas and Jacob Phillips coming into this as well. As Paul Thomas is side by side with Nathan Gentry again to take his first place position back. This is a 1.5 battle right now for first place. We're only lap 24 into this thing. So ain't nobody letting nobody go nowheres.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if these drivers are just kind of eating away at those tires a little too much up to her towards the front. We'll see what's going to happen in the probably next 30 laps, and see if these drivers decide to come down pit road.
So I wouldn't necessarily want to come down pit road on green flag conditions here at this track, but see, Paul Thomas right now into the wall with the Nathan Gentry going to be able to make his way around him. I was ready to say he's putting on a clinic, but instead he put himself in the wall.
But he does the crossover.
We're watching here with bated breath to see Nathan Gentry does give him room, and he's going to be able to possibly get alongside, but not quite yet. As Nathan Gentry's on the wall, I'm telling you, this outside wall is going to start grabbing people like left, right, and center. Oh, Nathan Gentry a little bit slideways, putting up some tire smoke and into the wall. Oh, he avoids the wall that time. But that puts... See, Paul Thomas is getting alongside and also into the lead, as he's going to try to run away once again. As Johnny Rapp is trying to get himself around number 1 to attack number 42 here, the 2 green machines going at it. See, right now, coming around turn 1, you have your leader, Paul Thomas, putting on a clinic right now at a 0.5 second, 0.4 second lead.
The 52 is trying to get on the bottom, get that car turning a little bit to keep it as wide as possible. That front endless 56 of Jacob Phillips is right behind him as he's made it through the field once again after doing last front challenge once again.
So every time Johnny Rapp does that little on the apron thing, it gets me worried because we've seen Danforth spin on that transition from the concrete to the pavement. And I'm just worried it's going to happen again to the 52 machine. Also, I do believe, based on radio chatter, the number 1 has burnt up his tires. He said the car's handling a lot worse than it did about 10 laps ago.
Kind of called it about 10 laps ago when we seen them side by side with the 42 that these drivers might be burning their tires up early. This is a long race, which is we're not even halfway through this feature tonight.
Well, you're halfway in. They are starting to get lap traffic in the front view windscreen of the number 42 here. As Larry Pauling is trying his hardest to put some laps down, get himself up ahead, but these 4 guys really are going to be racing the hell out of each other. Meanwhile, James Danforth does make a move on Alex Dugas for fourth place. Makes it quite quick and easy. Alex Dugas did get into the wall here, but so has everybody else. Bit of a late maneuver there as a block, but he's able to make it his way through it as we were coming up against lap traffic here of the number 69. See if the 42 can make his way around the 69 car here. He makes quick work of it. The 69 does go up the track to get out of the way. Like a good racer he is. Nice aware. Nice awareness from the 69 car. I had the words, I just couldn't figure out how to put them together.
So the 56 has reeled in the 52 of Johnny Rapp. I think he's just kind of buying his time. It's kind of the typical Jacob Phillips type of a racetrack in night. He kind of just takes it easy going into the race, and by the time that the pay window is done, he's right there battling for the win.
So far, everybody's gone around the lap traffic, not losing much time, but Nathan Gentry is losing a lot of ground to the number 91 machine. He's able to make his way around the 69 car, Larry Pauling.
Oof. It's 42 is a little slideways, and 52 behind him is once again trying to keep that car as wide as possible, as they're both slideways between him and 56 of Jacob Phillips. If they keep tiptoeing around this, might bring it to 88 of Danforth.
So Johnny Rapp's got the good idea. If you keep that car sideways, it's the widest that car can be.
You see that he's almost probably about 30 degrees sideways. He's once again up in the marbles doing the same thing on the high side as the 56 of Jacob Phillips is all alongside of him.
So you might have to do the old patent and bump run here if you're the 52 machine to get around him, because I think your tires are going to be pretty nigh well cooked. He does try to make a tap, but he ends up trying to spin up into the track. A little bit of contact between the two, but they keep each other straight. There is some puckered holes in the track today.
You say the 42, our leader, is caught Chase d'Entremont as he just puts him a lap down. You see if he's going to try to pull away from him, and it looks like maybe Johnny's cooked his tires a bit too.
So I think that 52 car's lost all the pace he can get. His lap times are down in the 18s now, as everybody else is running 17.5s. You see the 88 car trying to make his way around the lap traffic with the number 23 machine. So everybody there now is getting pretty spaced out, but this is quite intense still as we're coming down to only about 30 laps to go here.
As at 42, I'd be hearing the most famous music we keep hearing, the good old Jaws music. Because that big 56 shark is getting bigger and bigger in his rear view mirror.
Say, as I said, from being in this position as somebody who doesn't win often, leading flag to flag, you are just hoping that you don't make any mistakes. And the thing is, once you look behind your mirror and see some of these experienced guys like the 56 and your champion number 80, James Danforth, you start getting nervous and start making more mistakes, and you just need to really prevent that from happening. And just run your own race, run your marks, and try to make yourself as hard to pass as possible while keeping yourself as consistent as possible.
They're coming up once again on the 69 of Larry Poling. So we'll go back to the battle between the 91 and the 1 once again. Looks like Alex Dugas has got that position as they're coming on the back of Chase D'Entremont.
So I wouldn't put it past that. We're watching two cars with absolutely burnt rear tires. As Jacob Phillips is getting... Paul Thomas might have his own little teammate here as Larry Poling is trying to make himself extremely hard to pass, get Paul Thomas a little bit of a lead going.
It's going to be interesting to see how much that Paul has saved just staying out front of this race, and maybe how much the 56 has got left coming through the field. Because it almost looks like Paul's starting to pull away just a tad bit on him.
The 56 does have about, what, 8 lap fresher tires?
I mean, yeah, I forgot about that part. You're probably right, but depending on how much...
Burn them up.
That's what I say, if he burned them up coming through the field. Yeah, exactly.
Number 52 putting up some tire smoke, and so was the number 91. These guys have absolutely cooked their rear tires.
It looks like they're playing a yo-yo effect up front as Jacob is starting once again to reel in Paul for the lead as we're coming up on 21 laps to go.
As I said, this race is going to fly on by. I've only had one caution so far in the day, so. See, right now you have the number 91 of Jacob. Nope. Number 91 of Alex Dugas making his way around Johnny Rapp as Johnny Rapp gets stuck on the outside once again.
It is just a freight train on that bottom lane.
Oh, yellow flag is out. Paul Thomas is around.
Oh. We're going to go back and take a gander at that to see what happened. Oh. Just like you called it, that transition between the asphalt and concrete on the bottom just play havoc these drivers once again. And you see the 52 of Johnny Rapp and 23 of Chase D'Entremont spin out trying to keep off Paul there. But this is going to be interesting to set up almost a 20-lap shootout with brand new tires.
If I'm anyone that isn't second place, I'm taking the fresh set of tires. We've seen from the Jacob Phillips camp that you can take tires and absolutely run yourself through the field.
Did he take both his sets based on his pit stop and his issues the first of the race, I wonder?
It's a possibility, but I can't be seeing it.
Well, they're staying out.
So far, the only person that's coming. See, I'm keeping an eye on down pit road, and we're seeing if anybody comes in right now. Right now, it's just the 52 in 23 here.
Oh boy.
So it could be possible that the pit load isn't open yet.
We're staying out.
Everybody seems to be staying out. That's very interesting.
Oh, I'd be taking some tires. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
Especially everyone's staying out. Interesting.
The 52 machine of Johnny Rapp's going to be a very interesting one to watch.
Well, he has always been known to do alternative strategy, so he might be in the catbird seat once again.
These trucks coming off. Everybody's ready to go as Jacob Phillips takes the lead here. I tried to find the right camera angle. There we go.
James
Still
gets
got
out
another
in
Hornets
second.
nest going on as Alex Dugas tries to make his way around the number 1 car.
Ooh.
3 wide a little bit between the number 60, 52, and 42. See, Johnny Rapp is making quick work of this field right now, as you're seeing the fresh tires taking a real large effect here.
Whoa!
So he's just sending it 3 wide, get caught up to the field here.
Oh, he made it stick.
Everybody that just got past has to be thinking, man, I should have taken tires.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, to be frankly honest. It was pretty mind-boggling to me that no one else took tires. I say that, and then, but the first 2 is just gone from the rest of the field.
Oh, yeah, the first 2
after
gone.
that, with that rest of that Hornet's nest. That's so wild.
See, Jacob Phillips, James Danforth, and Johnny Rapp have ran identical lap times at 9:38, a 9:69, and a 9:26. So they are running pretty fast lap times with these old tires. I can't imagine Phillips had to have been saving much with how he drove through the field.
That's... I mean, based on his time, though, it's... I mean, he's only 10th off his best time. So, he must have been saving at least a little bit to keep some of those Mr. Feel-Goods feeling good for him as he's trying to lead the last 10 laps on the way to victory tonight.
Everybody else is about maybe a second behind each other, as the only real battle going on is the 1 and 91 right now. As Nathan Gentry tries to find his way around Alex Dugas here. Might want to go into maybe an onboard for the next lap or 2 to see if he can find his way around the number 91 of Alex Dugas. Oh, a little bit sideways the number 1 car is. There we go. They won't be on here long because we are getting to near the end of this race as we're coming close to 5 to go.
Oof.
Oh, Alex Dugas down on the track, jumping around. A little bit side by side, but not quite. Nathan Gentry has to back out of it just to get the preferred line here.
Oh, man.
You're just seeing how much it takes. It's just a big old game of chess right now. Alex Dugas does give him the room as the 1 car tries to make his way around, and the 91 spinning a little bit. He saves it, but the number 1 car does get around for 4th place position. Oh, 23 also sideways. He saves it. Everybody's tires are gone. Whose tire isn't gone? The number 52 machine of Johnny
That's
Pratt.
you just took the words right out of my mouth. Always you say that he gets slideways around Danforth. It's gonna become very interesting. I mean, we only got 4 laps to go. Let's see if those new tires can. I just don't see him being able to make up 2.7 seconds, especially if he's still being slower than Phillips. That is pretty wild.
He's gonna have to make up a second per lap pretty well, and that doesn't include having to pass him.
And that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, unless something happens with Phillips, because he's still 7/10 of his. Well, let's see, it's pretty much just a 10th off of him still, so he's not even gaining on him. He's actually kind of losing by 3/10 that last lap, so.
It could just be a fact of Johnny Rapp is trying to drive the absolute heck out of this thing and get up next to him, but
I'm sure.
maybe we're the wrong ones. Maybe if we were in this race, we shouldn't have taken tires.
I mean, the way it seems to me, based on that, if your car was good with them, without them, they were be good with them. So that's the way it seems.
As we're coming down to a final lap here, as I mean, Jacob Phillips has just ran away from the competition to take on his win. I can't remember how many wins it's been in the series. I want to say this is his 2nd, maybe 3rd win as he comes slideways around the end of it, taking his victory lap. Number 52 going basically from the rear to the front and coming home in 2nd. And your championship winner, the number 88 of James Danforth in 3rd. And the number 1 of Nathan Gentry in 4th. And in 5th place is going to be the number 91 of Alex Dugas. And in So the ticker's gone. I can't think.
Paul Thomas is 6th, Steve Zeff in 7th, Larry Pauling at 8th, and Chase d'Entremont in 9th. So we'll go ahead and just show the graphic on board. That was wild.
Oh yeah. It was almost like a big old game of chess almost, but you were beating bang at the same time.
Yeah, I would still would have thought, especially if how many laps were on those tires, that last pit, I would have came down and got tires regardless. Especially bunching them up with 20 laps to go. To me, that would have been perfect. But, I mean, obviously, being that far back, Johnny Rapp couldn't make up the deficits there to Phillips as he just kind of checked out.
I did get a message from the radio broadcast as well. The number 91 Alex Dugas machine, that workaround that he was underneath that hood for was not working very correctly. His wheel overheated in practice, and he had to run the entire race with no force feedback.
Oh.
He was basically in there with a giant controller.
That's pretty wild.
And with that impressive drive throughout the entire field, really, we're going to start interviewing our top 3, starting with our championship winner, number 88, James Danforth. And here he comes. Everybody put your hands together. Here he comes. There he is. James Danforth. Is Jacob in the booth? You got me?
I do.
There you go. I mean, championship win in the top 3 in the last race of the season, securing your championship even further. I mean, what was your thoughts coming into this thing? Like, I know we were kind of expecting chaos of less weight and more power and a little bit of less fuel, so less weight in the rear end even. So what were your thoughts coming into this thing?
Just to have fun and not tear anything up or wreck anybody by accident.
Say, did you have any kind of strategy on how to go faster in this place, or were you just kind of winging it and hope for the best?
I was just trying to save my tires. The right rear would get really, really hot, and if you overdrove it at all at the beginning, you'd kind of be cooked for the rest of the run.
Yeah,
So I was just trying to make laps and hopefully have a little something at the end.
Excuse me. But for the end there of that late race caution, with 20 laps to go, were you thinking about taking tires, or were you committed to the set you had?
I was thinking about taking tires, but leading up to that, my tires felt okay. I was worried about when we went back green, if I were to try and push, how they would take it, and they did not like it. So I think Johnny had the right idea with the 2 tires.
Say, I mean, they had drive of the season so far with coming in with the championship a race early. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really expect to win a championship, but like from the start of the season to the end of it, did you have an idea that you were in the running for this thing, or were you kind of like putting on the Jets at the end, or were you coming into this thinking I'm gonna win this championship?
I was just out here to have fun. Wasn't really worried about it. But I mean, I'll gladly take it. It's pretty cool to be able to say that you won a championship.
I'll have to talk to some of my people to see if I can get you a trophy involved somehow.
That would be pretty neat.
Again here, I mean, championship win, race 3rd place. Can't really ask for a better night than that. So before we let you go here, do you have anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank?
Shout out to Paul for leading most of the race. I know he didn't finish how he wanted, but that was really fun to see. Thank you guys again for doing this every Sunday and putting up with our crazy driving. Then shout out to everybody watching who make it possible for us to do this every Sunday.
There you go. Say, sorry, my voice is starting to go away a little bit. But, again, congratulations on how the whole season went, and hopefully you have yourself a good Sunday night.
Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Have a good one, man.
Thank you, too.
In between interviews, I'm going to take a little bit of a sip of water because my voice is going.
Alright.
All right, we're good to go. So we're going to talk to our second place driver here, the number 52 of Johnny Rapp, the only person who took tires on that late race restart, Mr. Strategic himself, or Wildcard himself, either way. Here he comes. There he is. Put your hands together. Here comes number 52 of Johnny Rapp. Johnny, it's Jake on the booth. You got me?
Absolutely. What's up?
There you go. I mean, we called, before I brought you in here, I called you rather the greatest strategist to be around or just the wild card on track. And you bringing in those, only person coming in for those fresh set of tires there at 20 laps to go, got yourself up to second place. Was that a strategy call or a wild card call?
Well, I got involved in that wreck. I'm sure y'all saw it. I was out there on ice skates for about, I don't know, 15, 20 laps before that. So that caution, 100% I had to take right side tires. I did not have a choice. And yeah, I had to come through the pits once so I didn't lose a lap doing it. And then, yeah, I mean, hey, after that, yeah, it was just working my way through the field. Everybody was giving room, taking advantage. Man, going all the way down to the grass on the inside there. It's fun to do here at Langley. And it was working tonight.
Say the number 91 and one machine were out there battling themselves, and next thing they know, they got a Mission Barbecue 52 on the inside of them, thinking, where the hell did he come from?
Yeah. I was down there cutting the grass, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, were you shocked at all that you were the only person that took tires?
I honestly didn't know if the leaders did or didn't. And, I mean, it's really kind of crazy that Phillips didn't, because he was way faster at the end on way older tires. I think he said he was like 60 on his right front at the end there or something like that. And yeah, I mean, he just had it dialed in. Maybe the damage helped him a little bit. I'm not sure, but either way, I mean, yeah, hey, to get up to second place, I'll take that. And
There you go.
yeah, definitely surprised that we didn't see. I mean, probably for fear of losing a lap, a lot of folks didn't pit.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't think that far ahead. But again,
Yeah. It's so easy to do. Hey, you forget to uncheck the fuel here, and you're sitting in the pits for 35 seconds or something. Like it's wild.
it's a good point. But again,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, getting yourself a second place finish at Langley, and say we're not entirely sure when this series is gonna come back. It might be a little bit extended off season here. So, I mean, you've helped bring this Sunday series to the idea, and me, Phillips, Nathan, and a bunch of other people went and ran with it. So before we ask you if anybody want to thank, I want to thank you for bringing this Sunday series around. I know it was mostly Gentry, but I wasn't being able to talk to him, so you might have to relay the message here. But either way, this Slingshot League has given us plenty of great moments, and that's really all I can say other than thank you for putting on this league here. But as we transition from that to there, do you have anybody you want to share there or thank?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for the kind words. And yeah, I mean, you know, we got a little rebrand going on. Take a little off season here, but we certainly do appreciate you guys for helping put this show on. I mean, it really, the Sunday deal has kind of been, I've been hands off with it, and you guys have been doing an excellent job. Everybody that shows up here every week too. I mean, this is like the ultimate like vibe league that we have. Like everybody's cool, you know, we'll race each other, we'll adore each other, we'll laugh about it, you know, and instead of getting all worked up. And definitely appreciate that. And man, like I said, everybody here, everybody watching, everybody helps put on the league. And my dad's out there watching. Shout out to Jacob on the win, James on the championship. Like you said, Nathan kind of spearheaded this idea a couple years ago. So thanks to him. And I gotta say, shout out to Paul Thomas there. I mean, he's probably going to think that I was sandbagging or something. I mean, I was trying to save my tires, and I still lost my right rear. He was on it. He had a weird line coming out of the corner, like he was getting really high up against the wall. And I think like him staying tight like that was like keeping the ratio, like he was burning his right front to keep it more even, right? Like it worked, but man, I couldn't do it. So yeah, shout out to him. I hate he got spun out, but yeah, good run from him, man. Getting up there and waiting some laps.
I'd say easily the driver of the day would be the number 42 of Paul Thomas. Just the performance he put on here, and say I was gonna say with you saying hit the vibes of the series here. This is the kind of series that if this was a local track kind of thing, and I was a waitress at the locally owned restaurant, I'd be getting myself prepared after the race because I know every single driver is gonna walk in there and book an entire table just to have a chat about the race. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, absolutely. No bar fights. We're all just buying each other some beers. No,
there you go, and say thank you again for putting this league together, and hopefully you have yourself a good Sunday night and go celebrate your P2 here today.
Absolutely. I got to go put the trash out before it gets too late.
Yeah, it is garbage day tomorrow as well here. Good, thank you for reminding me of that one.
All right.
You have yourself a good one.
Peace.
And that was number 52 of Johnny Rapp here. As you alluded to, the Slingshot Racing League is going to go through a rebrand here. So we're going to have a little bit of an extended off season. So the last voice you're going to hear from for a very long time is going to be number 56 of Jacob Phillips. Here he comes. Here he is. Jacob is Jacob in the... That sounded weird. Jacob is Jacob in the booth. You got me?
What's going on, guys?
Say you were able... I mean, I don't know how much of an advantage 8-lap pressure tires has on the field, but you sure as hell showed it.
It was not the tires. It was the 5.5 minutes of right front damage. I'm not even joking you. My right front was so beat up that it was keeping me from heating up the rear.
See, we were kind of thinking like the lack of your front bumper may have been putting air on the front tires, but no, it was just so bent out of shape it was going straight.
So, to give you an idea, my right side tires at the end of that race, mind you, I'm gonna take into account that I got a little bit of a burnout there at the end. My right side tires were 63 for the right front and 47 for the right rear. Everybody else was like 80 something or 90 something and 60.
Oh, I see. So that wrecked front right tire just gave you an absolute advantage.
That's what it felt like, man.
You're gonna have to start building yourself a case for the tech shed. It's damage got in the race, I promise.
No kidding. It was.
Mhm.
It did not like dirty air though. I was behind Paul. I could not get close to him. I don't know what it was. Dirty air. It did not like it at all. And I hate to see that for Paul too. He had such a fast car, such a good race going.
Oh yeah.
Looked like he just lost it.
Yeah,
It
that was definitely driver of the day for that man right there, the number 42 machine.
Absolutely. I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to it and get into victory lane. But
So I was half coaching him through the entire broadcast.
yeah, no, that was wild. I was not expecting, as Johnny and James were calling it, the Franken car to have that much speed, because I thought after I hit the wall, after I took my fast repair, I thought I was done. I was like, I'll just go back out there and ride around. And I'm like, this thing actually feels really good. It felt better wrecked than it did, if that tells you anything.
So everybody out there who's racing like Saturday nights or whatever, just go in there and take a sledgehammer to your car a few rounds and you're good to go.
I don't recommend that. That's a little more expensive than what tonight cost me. So
Say, I also gotta be curious. Was the 110% power and the 100% pounds take or 100 pounds taken out of it noticeable?
it was definitely noticeable. It was a lot lighter on the rear. A lot easier to heat up the tires. I was having a real big problem with it in practice. If every time I tried to go out and get a run, I'd be able to get like 10 or 12 good laps in, and then after that, it wasn't liking it. No matter how much I tried backing up the corners, rolling the corners, anything like that, it didn't like it. But
So I know I had another secret trick up my sleeve. I don't know whereabouts on the car it takes off the 100 pounds, but I also had y'all running 75% fuel instead of 100%, so you had you had 20 pounds less in the rear as well.
see, there you go with those tricks, man.
You
There
gotta
go
always be
with
watching you.
Hey.
Y'all put
It
me in
m-
charge of making the series or the
it,
sessions.
it makes it more entertaining of a race.
You
Makes
don't know
have to
what
wait
car
like
you're
that.
getting
No, but now I know if we put you in charge of setting up the sessions again, I just need to destroy the right front, and I'll be good.
into. He's cracked my code.
It was that was fun. I had a blast.
So here,
And it's always good to win at a home track. So
there you go. Again, before we transition into the thank yous, I want to say my cat has been silent the entire race, and as soon as you come down for a broadcast, he's been screaming. So I think he's congratulating you there.
tell him I appreciate it.
Before we let you go here, do you have anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, first of all, you guys up here in the booth, in the Overdrive Automotive Media booth, Jacob, Cam, thank you for everything that y'all have done throughout the season. Y'all always put on an excellent show, and I know everybody appreciates it. All the drivers, all the league, everybody in the league, all the fans. It's appreciated, and like I said, y'all always put on an excellent show. My old lady, for letting me get on and race, regardless of my circumstances. Got to end my hiatus, but she was on me about back brace. So, but
See.
shout out everybody that showed up to race this season. I know we had some pretty solid car counts for a handful of the races. We had a good car count tonight. I think nine's a pretty solid turnout for
Oh, yeah.
Langley with a locked up championship.
There you go.
Shout out James. Congratulations to him for winning the championship. Consistency is the big thing when it comes to competing, especially for season-long points. And that's what he was all season, was consistent. So shout out to him. Shout out Johnny. Like I said, shout out everybody that showed up and raced this season. Came and raced on Sunday nights.
There you go. I mean, we had a lot of comers and goers and a lot of consistent faces, but it was always a fun time calling y'all's races.
Absolutely, man.
So you have yourself a good Sunday night. Get yourself some rest. Get the back in order.
Yes, sir. I might be investing in that 5-point harness for the rig like you were talking about earlier, Jacob.
There you go.
But all right, guys, y'all have a good evening.
Have yourself a good one, man.
All right, guys.
And that was your race winner, the number 56 of Jacob Phillips. And as we alluded to earlier, this is the end of Sundays for a little bit. So we do have a special event. I do believe on Sunday, right, Cam? Help.
What's that?
So we have a special event spilling into Sunday, don't we?
This Sunday? Or
No, not this Sunday, but it's a multi-day event, but it spills into Sunday night, right?
no, it's only Saturday.
Oh, it's only Saturday. Never mind. I don't know where I am.
So yeah, we're still. So yeah, as like he was saying, we're still taking entries for our Overdrive Classic. Like I said, it's July 23rd, 24th, and 25th. It's gonna be a wild week. It's like starting out with some mini stocks on Friday night, and then our 3 features on Saturday, with opening up with the super late models, and then in the middle the tour mods, and then right after is our main event with the O'Reilly series 200 lap feature. And like I said, we're gonna do some cash payouts, and then also a little bit of a bonus for the top Ironman that competes in all of the series. So it should be wild. Like I said, we're still taking entries. So on the screen, you can see the Discord, or if not, you can kind of comment on the video if you're interested, or get a hold of us. It's like there's that email at oamracing8@gmail.com. You can do that, or yes, you can just get a hold of us and we can lead you straight into the entry. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked for that. So besides that, thank you for all for watching. It's been a great season. I can't wait to see what the future of this. We'll see what happens. For the next month or two, I'm hoping to get some more racing series going out. So if y'all are watching and have a series that wants to broadcast also, you could get a hold of us at that email, or any of these videos that we put out. You can get a hold of us. So like, share, subscribe to everything we've got, and that's about all I got.
That's all I got.
All right.
Surprisingly.
This has been Cam and Jacob for Overdrive Automotive Media YouTube channel, and we will